Alright, so I didn't even go to boot camp this morning. I stayed up late talking to my friend and had a lot on my mind, and so I didn't go work out. But I signed up to go to the 9:15 because I think that would be really good for me just to help me clear my thoughts right now. Washing some clothes. I started cleaning off my balcony. I need to move my compost like over in the corner somewhere because it's getting rained in. I don't want the compost to be too mushy. But anywho, point that I'm trying to make is that I'm trying to just work on cleaning up my space so that I don't head dive, because work is pushing me into a certain direction, and I don't want to. I need to really stay positive right now. So I know that my environment being clean is something that will help me do that, and going to go work out, of course. So what I plan on doing, I called out for 2 days, today and tomorrow, because I feel like when I go back in, I need to go in with a plan, no nonsense. This is what I'm doing for the rest of the year. I also want to really process what I could have done better yesterday with that situation with my student, because I just feel like the staff in the office really undermined me. And dang, like, even if you could have just wrote him a note yourself, that would have been better than you calling me and saying, hey, we're just going to send him back to class, because it made it seem like to me, and I'm sure to him, that my word didn't matter. He's coming back to class because we're allowing him back to class. So all that nonsense that you're talking about him going to go get a pass, irrelevant. That's really how I felt. And dang, if I don't even have any power in my classroom, then what am I there for? Like, if I don't even have any control in my classroom, and all they have to do is go run to the office and say she won't let me in, even though he's not telling the full story of why I'm not letting him in, and you just say, hey, we're going to send him back. We're giving him 10 minutes, which is also a long ass time to get him back into the classroom. I'm just like, and granted, my friend told me that I was moving on emotions, but that's why I need time. Like, I think taking today and tomorrow off, really just sit and figure out what is the plan I'm going to execute. How can I bring value to people? I know ways that I can bring value. Like, my friend was like, you can do hair, you can write grants. I set up a Fiverr account, so I'm like, I can do copywriting through Fiverr. But regardless of what I do, I need to like sit down, make the plan plain, and like get people to come to me. So I looked on my Fiverr account. I don't have any clicks, but I do have impressions. So people are looking at my page, but no one is clicking to book me, which is fine. I started looking at some videos to see like what I can do to improve my click rate. One thing I'm gonna sit down and do is like fix my profile picture and use Canva to do that. I'm gonna also continue going through my journal because I have a new bullet journal now. So getting organized and then seeing what it is that I can work on today, because if I can, and then also sitting down and looking at all the things that I can do that give value to someone. Like, I can write essays, I can help people with their resumes, I can teach English, like whatever, I can tutor, whatever. So really just sit down and hone in on ways that I can make money freelancing from home, pay my bills, doing those services, and also working on the other things that I want to work on, like my writing, my music, and doing that. And then also another thing that I want to do tomorrow I'm gonna go in to the job once the students are gone and get whatever paperwork I need, whatever I need to print off, just get things set up so that when I do go back on Monday, everything is laid out, like how I'm going to get through May and June with them. I need to put their grades in. Like, I just need to sit down and like flesh that out so that the rest of May and June is smooth operating and they're self-sufficient in what they need to do, and I can have some freedom to do what it is that I need to do, and also not feeling like I'm being a disservice to them, because that's another thing that makes me want to quit, because I'm so checked out. And granted, it is the end of the year, we're doing EOG review, I still know that I can still give them value, and I think for me, I don't want to be in a space that I absolutely loathe and not still helping them, because I know that I'm not saying I cannot close the gap. I think there are very high expectations of teachers when it comes to the students, and I can like flesh through all of that stuff, but at least while I'm there, I know I can still give them value. But if I'm so checked out from them and they're just playing and doing whatever, which is also causing more stress because I'm letting them do whatever in the classroom, they're just playing Book It, they're playing Cahoots, whatever, like, I don't need to be there. That's how I feel, and that makes me just want to quit. But if they're doing something constructive, like they're doing their EOG prep, I can walk around and ask questions, still do what I need to do, but I'm still aiding them in some kind of way and doing whatever I can do to maybe help give them that extra push or confidence, or that last test taking strategy that can help them for the EOG. I still feel like that's me giving value versus me being totally disconnected, which is where I've been since spring break. Like, I took that week off. This week has been a wash. So, granted, there wasn't really a lot of, I'm not gonna say there wasn't opportunity. Maybe I could have talked to them on Monday, but I wasn't about to do this shit. I had just came back, I ain't doing that. I don't even know what my team is doing. No. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, they were testing, and then I'm out Thursday, Friday, because y'all got me fucked up. But the point I'm trying to make is, yeah, this week was a wash as far as teaching them. But it is what it is. I'll come back on Monday, and if I go back, when I go back, because I'm gonna say that I'm gonna finish the rest of the school year, everything has to be together. And what could I have done better in that situation with my student is something that I want to think about, because what's going to keep it from happening again? And I know on all parts, like, it just did not go well. Like, the ball was probably dropped on my end, because I should have sent both students back to go get a pass from somewhere, just to make it fair. I don't know why we weren't giving out late passes. My student, as far as his response, the office, as far as how they handled the situation, like, it was not something that made me say, I want to come back tomorrow and work here. With all that being said, it is almost 8 o'clock. I'm about to flesh through my journal so I can figure out what I need to do today. The goal for today is just get small things knocked out. So yesterday, I created my goal collection, and my journal. And then on the next page, I separated it because the bullet journal talks about doing this, where you separate your goals by time. So you do your personal goals, your professional goals, and you do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. So you have 5, 4, 3, 2. So what do you need to accomplish in 1 hour? What do you need to accomplish in 2 days? What can you accomplish in 3 weeks, 4 months, 5 years? And this is just to help you figure out how much time you actually have to get these things completed. So that you also know how limited your time is and what things to prioritize, what things to do now, blah, 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 blah. This is helpful because everything doesn't have to match up exactly either. So the things that I want to do in an hour, those are the things that I'm going to start off with, because that also helps you to build that momentum and helps to give you confidence. Like, hey, I just knocked out like 10 goals right here. Simple goals, but things that need to get done nonetheless, which is another thing where I mess up sometimes, because simple things that I can just go ahead and knock out, I'll avoid them because I feel like they take away from me doing the big thing. When in actuality, me not doing them is what takes away from doing the big thing, because these are still uncompleted tasks, and it's those small things that you do that help you to accomplish your big things. And the personal things that don't really seem important, they affect you. So the fact that my sinks are clogged up here, so simple, but it affects how I'm feeling, because I don't like that my sinks are clogged up in my tub and in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an easy fix. Just get someone to come in and fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want to be sitting in a puddle in the shower. So that's something I need to go ahead and fix. And then there's water just sitting in my dishwasher and I never use it. I always hand wash my dishes. That's disgusting. So there's water sitting in the dishwasher. Like, that's something that needs to be fixed. It doesn't seem like it's that important, but it really is. So also I have a light in my bathroom that just chooses when it wants to come on and when it doesn't. That's something that needs to be fixed. These are small things, but it's going to help improve my environment, help me to feel better. Another thing that I need to add on to here, which needs to go in a personal goal, like I need to get my registration renewed. That needs to be done by May. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big fucking thing. And I need to get all this stuff set up and completed, because I'd rather have big things like that completed before I'm done with this job. So it's not something that's lingering and I'm like, oh my God, I need money to, I need to get that done before. Another thing that I'm going to add on here is that I needed to spend time with freelance. I'm gonna say freelance services, and right ways that I give value, because I need to really be clear on how I give value and what those services are going to look like. And I'll probably put them on different platforms or something, but the point is I have a lot of ways that I can make money. I just need to be clear about what they are, and then really practicing and studying so I can make them better, because there should be no reason why I'm struggling financially other than me not being clear on what it is that I do. And it also sucks too, because I've had people tell me this before, and Not to make excuses, but that's why I need the time right now so I could just sit and think, because I have been at a job that I don't really care for, and that's where my time has been. I've also been trying to make time to work on my dreams, but there's something that needs to be done in the middle. And I've been looking for jobs, and that's been another frustrating part, because I haven't really found anything that fits me. But I think that's just because I can be working for myself now. Like, the thing that I've been trying to figure out that I can do in the middle to bridge the gap between the job that I don't want to do and the dream over here is use your skills. Like, get out there. Like, if I need to do hair, I'll do hair. If I'm going to be doing copywriting, I'll do copyright. If I'm going to be writing grants, I'll be writing grants. If you need help with your resume, I'll help you with your resume. If you, like anything really when it comes to writing. But I guess as I sit down, I can really hone and be specific about what I want to do, so I can give my energy to that and let that be what, because right now it's like I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. What you need here, I can help you there. Da, 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 da. Look at that. And it's just like, okay. Okay. So I just need to get clear. And I told myself that I want to go through my email and just study which ones I actually click on and what they look like, and just read through the different formats and keep looking on YouTube when it comes to email copywriting, and then go back to my Fiverr profile and update it and just see, because these are things that I need to be doing now before I leave. I also have my vocal lesson today, so I want to practice that. And I also want to sit down and songwrite. So I'm going to go and just get things shaking. I'm nervous. I don't know. It's a lot of energy buildup, and I feel a rumbling in my tummy, and I just feel like that always happens whenever it's like, ooh, you're on to something, I'm like, ooh, I'm on to something. I'm on to something. So, yeah. I also said I want to give tips too on teaching people how to write better. That actually excites me. Like, I need to be writing this shit down for real. I need to be writing this down. And like debunking things when it comes to theory and when it comes to writing better. And I can even help with email copywriting. I also want to get good at website SEO and all that stuff, because, and then here's the thing too, if I'm doing this for other people, girl, and I think maybe that's the point, to like really hone these skills so that I can do these things for myself. I can edit, writing papers, I'm gonna put copywriting under an umbrella, and then I just need to figure out what kind of copywriting specifically I want to do. You know, stomach. Sorry, told you my stomach is rumbling. Okay. Yeah. Look on my face. Acting up again. I don't think this time is from my menstrual. Anywho, spend time. This is a task. And I can also make content on this too. Okay. Which will also drive people to my pages, wherever I put my pages at. Making content around this stuff will help promote what it is that I'm doing. I need to fix my Fiverr profile picture. I'm gonna say update. I don't like saying fix. Like, let's just say update. Connotation is important. All right. Update my Fiverr. Fiverr, y'all need to allow people to update their shit from the app, because why I gotta get on the desktop to do that? That's annoying. Anywho, as things come to me, I'll write it down, because right now it's gonna come. I know I give a lot of value. I just don't be knowing that I'm giving value. So, I'll tell you what I did for my new bullet journal. So I set up my index. I'll show you on another video how I'm setting up my bullet journal and how I'm transferring what's important from the old one into the new one. But right now, I set up my index, which is essentially your table of contents. Then I set up my future log. April's pretty much over, so I didn't give that a lot of space. But in May, I'm going to go in and put down the things that need to be done in May. I need to figure out, I won't go off topic, but I need to figure out what needs to go into May. So I wrote here so far that I want to check in on my fam, because I want to make that a habitual thing that I do monthly. Like, just sit down and take time to call my uncles, call my aunts, call my siblings. You know, that's important. I wrote down that May 14th is Mother's Day, because when I create my finance log in my journal, that's something that I want to make sure I have money set aside for taking, doing something with my mom. June, I have a root canal scheduled for June 12th. That's something that I'm also going to put into my finance collection, because I have to have the money, together to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like $500. So I'm going to have the money. Actually, I'll have the money once I get paid this check right here. Y'all, this is... Oh my God. I'm actually kind of proud of myself, because I'm going to talk about it once I'm done with this job. But anywho, I need to go through and finish July, August, September, October, November. And I stopped it at December, because this journal probably is more than likely not going to get me to December. But yeah, it won't. I need a thicker book, because I run through these journals. Like this right here, not enough paper for me. Anywho, April is almost over, so my April monthly log, I'll just put in the things that, are going to happen before this month is over. So I have a vocal lesson today at 6:30. I have a studio session with someone at 7 p.m. on Friday. It's also my cousin's birthday on Friday, so I wrote that in there. My cousin's baby, not my cousin's baby, my friend's daughter, August, she has a track meet Saturday at 9 a.m., which is another reason why I want to make sure I go to the gym today, because I want to get my 5 days in this week, and I didn't go this morning, so. Oh, because her track meet is at 9. I usually go 6 days a week to the gym, but her track meet is gonna impede on that, which is okay. I also wrote that Saturday I want to spend time with my little cousin, because I haven't really been spending a lot of time with him, and lately when I do get him, I'm also getting his little brother, so I want to just get him so we can do something, talk, whatever, because him my baby. My friend has a performance on Sunday and I want to go to it, so I need to also get the ticket, but that will get done today or tomorrow sometime. I also tracked in here, it'd probably be TMI for some people, but I'm going to be talking about my period routine anyway eventually on this channel, so I don't give a fuck. So anywho, what I'm trying to make is I also log personal things like when my period started, so that I'm keeping track of that. Now, April's monthly log is split into 2 sections. You have the dates and the days where you fill in what's going on, what's happening. And then you have like a dump list where you write everything that's supposed to go down that month. I don't want to over flood. Well, April's almost over anyway, so it's not going to be a lot of stuff here regardless. But I can actually cross that off. I think this will make more sense if you can see it, but I'm just going to talk about it right now. And yeah, I'll talk about it right now and then show you guys when I flip the camera what it looks like. I think the whole gist of me talking about this too, and why I feel like it's important, is because for me at least, I have to get organized. I have to get organized if I'm going to try to accomplish anything, especially the big things that I'm trying to accomplish, and so that I don't feel like it's going to help me to just overall feel better. Like, I don't want to just, I think one thing that makes me want to quit is the fact that I feel like I don't want to drop the ball necessarily with this job. And it's like, if I'm not going to execute it to the best of my abilities to where it still works for them and it still works for me, then I don't want to be there. So I gotta make a plan and make it clear, because I can still be there if I make it make sense. So what do I need to do in this current job so that it's running efficiently, it's running smoothly? I'm not putting my emotions into what's going on or whatever, other than, like just me being there for the students, but that the top priorities for finishing off the school year, I want that to be clear and like just done. So it's me showing up in whatever ways that I can assist them in person or whatever. Like, I want it to low. What do I need to do to finish this job? What do I need to do to get what I'm moving into next, get it rolling? Like, what needs to happen? So that needs to be clear. As far as my big dreams and big goals, I know that I'm consistent. I know I'm going to continue to be consistent, but what needs to be done next? Like, I'm slowly moving those things, like one thing at a time, But one thing that I'm realizing is that they're going to take time, but be consistent and work on the things that you need to work on right now. Like, even with the YouTube, keep working on it, keep posting. These videos don't look great in quality, but I know that what I'm talking about makes sense. And as I continue to do it, they'll look better, they'll flow better, they'll be edited, whatever. So organization, like, and really sit down with each piece so you can know what needs to happen. And so I'm still in the process of making it make sense to me and like organizing things, but when I have everything down, I'll share it with y'all. This video was everywhere, I know, but I'll make it make more sense once I finish updating it. But anywho, I finished going over my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 personal goals. So for the 1 hour, I said that I want to finish breaking my goals down, and then I need to put them in my monthly log. I want to build my collections. The collections in your bullet journal are basically, they're basically like your goals that you want to work on. So goals, or like, I need to get really clear on the definition, so I'll come back to that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the work order for the sink and the bathroom light and the dishwasher in. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go to school. I'm going to print off my W-2 because I still have not done my taxes, which is, another thing. I wrote here also that I want a time block. I need mental rest, and I want to read. And I also wrote here that no electronics after 7 p.m. and I need to do my AM and my PM reflection. So all these are personal goals and things that I can get done today. It says 1 hour, but you could be flexible with that. Update Fiverr, and then I'm also going to write here. So you guys are seeing me still process this in real time, and that's why, it may be everywhere. But update my Fiverr. I need to, for school, I need to update their grades. Slides, EOG review. See. It won't allow me to access the intranet anymore, which is the stupidest fucking thing. So I have to be like on a CMS campus to access my personal information. I think that is so stupid. Unless I'm understanding them wrong, but I can't sign in from this laptop from home to look and see like how much sick time I have left. Personal time, annual time. I know that I have racked up a lot of days through the year, so I know that I have enough time for today and tomorrow, but the fact that I can't check that from home kind of sucks. So my goal for tomorrow, I'm gonna go in after the kids leave, and I also need to get that stack of papers so that I can there's a stack of papers that I need to get there. I'll go over all that shit later. Anywho, I need to update their grades. I need to update my slides. I need to really see what they need to do for their EOG review. Check my personal time and all that stuff. I need to get those stack of papers and anything that needs to be printed. I'll do that while I'm there. Okay. For my personal goals, I'm still in my personal goals. I wrote in the next 2 days, I want to clean my apartment, balcony. I need to schedule the rest of my doctor's appointments. I need to hire someone to do my taxes. I'm hiring someone because, full transparency, I didn't do my taxes last year, and I don't even want, like, mentally, I can't. So I just want to hire somebody and let them do it. I wrote here that I also want to spend time with my finances. So I'll do that once I create my finance collection, so I can see what's going where is this going, how much, because that's going to also help me to plan. And I also need to see how much I need to bring in every month in order to sustain myself. So, and then also looking at that helps me to not be so frivolous with my spending. Like, I don't mind spending on myself, but if I'm in a space where it's like yesterday, I just went to get off campus. So I went to the gas station and brought some chips, and it's like, I didn't really need it. I just wanted to feel better. And when you add all that up, like, because most of the time I'm not feeling at my highest level, so not an excuse, because point is you end up spending a lot of money. And if I'm able to sit with my finances and see, like, no, Nashima, because you need this amount saved for this, and you want to go and do this, and it's going to help me be able to make better decisions in the moment versus not knowing what's going on with my finances. And then I'm feeling shitty in the moment, and it's like, fuck it, we ball, like, let me just go spend. That reminds me of my friend at work, because she be saying that. I also need to purchase my friend's ticket for his performance in the next 3 weeks. I want to do more research on composting. That's important to me. And then I want to write my apartment about getting a recycling and a compost container here, because currently, in order for me to recycle, I have to carry my stuff somewhere else, which kind of makes it inconvenient. But I'm just gonna see what can happen and just write to them and see what can I make shake. I need to also do more research on food and meal prep so that I am cooking foods here that I actually want to eat, because currently I'm not. I did make a whole bunch of salmon, and knowing that I'm taking the day off of work and that I need to just get serious with where my mind is, I'm gonna eat it, because we don't need to be just spending for nothing. I also wrote here that I need to save for my root canal, and I'm about to get paid at the end of the month, so I'll be able to put that money aside and do that. And then I also wrote down that my goal is to eat at home. The next 4 months, I want to do more community building and networking around my interests. So, finding people in Charlotte that write and finding people that are doing music and all that stuff because summer's coming. I haven't really been collaborating with a whole bunch of people. I've only collaborated with my friend past couple months, which is cool. But I want it to really pick up once I have that free time to do that. So I want to schedule in those kind of things and look for those things in Charlotte that I can do and just participate in and network and build community. I also wrote here I need to study to do my aunt's micro locks, which is something that I can make content on. She wants micro locks, and I told her I'll do it once the school year is over, so that's fastly approaching. So I'll be able to do that. And then also I wrote here that the family reunion is coming, and I want to participate in that, and just participate more in whatever I can within that. The next 5 years, which won't be 5 years, it'll be less time than this, but the next year or so, I want to help create a girls trip and a family trip for myself. Like, I want to go on a girls trip with my friends, and I want to go on a family trip with my family. So I wrote that down so I know, like, hey, that this needs to be planned. My professional goals. Actually, I'm excited about doing this. Okay, so let me see what time it is. I need to stretch too because I'm tight. I woke up this morning. That's another reason I didn't go to boot camp, because I woke up with a crick in my neck. Like, what the fuck? I can't even turn my neck. My legs are sore. Like, Okay. So this video might be a little long. My professional goals. So I wrote, in the next hour, I want to finish writing the song that I've been working on. Yeah, I can do that today. I just had to figure out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that today. Because I also need to make sure that I write down. I should put. Oh, my clothes are done. I'll get them in a second. Oh, I got no pants on. Hold it. Okay. So I have here job search and applying. Why did I cross that off? Yeah, why'd you do that? Girl, you fucking knew. Maybe because I put it here in this one. Let's see. No, I don't know why I did that. Okay, because I already wrote it down. Gotcha. So, writing the song. I said I wanted to do that today. Job searching and applying. So, in the next 2 days, I want to make sure that I'm getting involved in Brandman community. I said I want to update my resume, update my LinkedIn, job searching, and applying. I think today, so that's okay because I can schedule to do that tomorrow. But today, I want to write. I want to songwrite. I want to work on my. I'm gassy, y'all. I'm so sorry. Job search and applying. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Um. All right. That needs to be fleshed out some more, but I want to write down ways that I give value. From there, I think I want to create some content around some of the things that I'm interested in, like tips to write better and theory when it comes to writing in English, and any tips so far that I've learned on email copywriting and website SEO, resume writing, editing, writing papers, like anything that I know that I can, anything I know that I can make content around. Okay. And what I'm doing is I dumped everything that I want to do as a goal. And now, after I went through my personal ones, like these are things that I want to do personally. Now I'm in my professional ones. So right now I'm filling in what can I do. It says 1 hour, but really I'm gonna say in a day. So write my song, write down ways that I give value. That's really not gonna take. I don't want to say it's not gonna take that long, like, but it's not gonna take all day, you know. Update my Fiverr. I want to spend time looking at my freelance services and creating content around it. So, and the things that I'm just interested in. So, like I listed before, the things that I'm interested in, I want to make some content around that. I also want to create my business and finance collections in my journal, which is basically what I'm doing. That'll be like the next step. I'm just kind of breaking it down. The next 2 days, so tomorrow, I'll probably work on these things. So brand and community involvement, updating my resume, update my LinkedIn, searching for any jobs and applying for them. That, I need to spend time doing that. Next 3 weeks, be less time than that. Songwriting, study, and practice. The next 4 months, I said I want to finish my book, but really I want to be done before that because I've been working on it for a minute, which is fine. It just means that, it's going to be great. But I at least want to get the draft finished because I'm pulling from all of these different places and I'm putting it into a Google Doc. I'll talk about that later. Next, I want to have a photo shoot for myself at some point. That's something that I'll put in the 5-year mark, but it's gonna be less than that. I'll say within the next year, I want to get a photo shoot done. Okay. Okay. I want to be mindful of time so I can get dressed for the gym. I'll be back.